probably upset, and he doesn't want to let you keep doing that. Also, you get cool swirly patterns.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll try that one more time. Just try and make sure that you have a good solid grip on that gun, because it needs to be able to recoil in your hand, otherwise it's gonna hang up. But if it does hang up, as we're backing up, we want to rack that slide so that we're back in the fight. So hands up nice and high. We're in our fighting stance, so our feet are based out a little bit because we don't want to get pushed over. And then as we draw, it comes out to the side a little bit. And then, there you go.
Okay, that was out.
That was out.
Okay.
So yeah, just a couple shots, and then we can go back to our standard grip.
Okay.
All right, so here, give me your gun real quick. And then I'm going to give you that, which I think should fit in your holster. Perfect. So, if you don't mind, we'll do a little bit of force on force, just so you can kind of see why I have you do what I had you do, right? So, go ahead and take up that same stance. So, the idea, you're doing that because I'm coming in like this.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit you. So, that way you're stopping me from just knocking you out in one shot. I could still punch you, right? But you still need to kind of have a hand free to get your gun. You can also angle this elbow inwards to help cover your face a little bit, because now I don't really have a target, right? Like, I'm not going to try and punch like this, and if I go like this, you're covered up most of your face. This elbow can also be a strike. So if we're really close, you can come up like that into the face, and then I'm like, whoa. And if you get me to back up, that's going to give you the space to draw your gun, right?
Okay, yeah.
So even if I'm just being really obnoxious and I come up close to you and you do that, do with this one still.
Oh, with
so
that
this
one.
is coming up.
Oh.
And then I'm like, whoa, and then that's going to give you that room to potentially draw your gun.
Okay.
Because, let's say you're not carrying, let's say it's like that, right? This is why I don't like people who open carry. So I'm just going to go for your gun, so I'll let you try and defend yourself.
Okay.
So you ready?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I'm just going to, I'm hitting you, and then go for your gun, you're going to shoot me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
Once they see the guns in play, they're going to focus on it, most likely.
Okay.
So now it's a struggle of, well, now whose gun is it? You want it to maintain to be your gun.
I mean, I'd be pulling that trigger.
Yeah, you should be.
Like, even when you just then, I would have been like,
absolutely.
Bang, bang.
But keep in mind, too, let's say you go to pull the gun out, and I get a hand on it here. How many shots are you going to be able to get off?
Yeah, none, I guess, because you're holding this. So
you'll get one, right? You can shoot.
Yeah, and that might not have hit you because it would have been down too far.
So, I don't know if you've ever done this, but if we take... So, if I hold the slide, just like I was doing there, right? Like if I grabbed it and I pull the trigger, the gun will go off, but it's not going to go off again. We get one shot, that's it. So, in any kind of like hand-to-hand thing where maybe they've run into the gun and it might put it out of battery slightly, right? Like this, it may only go off once. So just be aware of that. If you go to pull the trigger, it goes bang and then nothing happens, that's why. You got to rack that. And if they grab it, don't think, oh, well, I can't shoot, right? He's grabbed the barrel. As you just saw, right? You can hold the slide, and it'll still go off, but you're only going to get one shot. So just something to think about. And most people don't know, but there's actually not that much force. Like, you can hold the slide still, and it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's mild.
Most people think that that's like a huge amount of force, and it's going to like break your thumbs, and it's not that bad. So that's that. So we can try one more time. So I'm going to push the button, and on the beep, I'm going to try and knock you out and grab your gun. And you're going to try and prevent that from happening.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to go easy. But this will kind of give you an idea of like, okay, this is what it's like when there's actually another physical person, and it's not just a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Good. So see how fast that was a super fast draw, but you drew as you should, right? It came out like this. You weren't trying to get the space up. Because we'll do the same thing, and I want you to try and do the standard presentation like this.
Okay.
From this distance.
Yeah.
And I'll even start with my hands down here.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? You're dead.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to let you... I'm going to pull that gun away and start shooting.
Yeah, but if I have it back here, you might not know to have it.
Right. That's one of the advantages of having a holster on the 3 o'clock. But that first draw, right? You got that gun away from me, so I couldn't grab it. Mm-hmm. You got space. And you would have got shots off, most likely. So we'll try that one more time. Same kind of thing. Good. So that's going to hit me right in the chest. And before I can even react, right, I'm pumped full of lead, and then you can back up.
Yeah.
So that's why we train that as opposed to this. because this makes it very easy for me to go, oh, that's a gun.
Yeah.
And then once I have a hold on the muzzle, it's going to be very hard for you. The one thing that I'll show you a quick thing. So go ahead and draw a presentation like that. So if I do try and grab, what you're going to want to do is just rip that thing with your whole body away from me. Yeah, because if you try and go side to side, I'm just going to, like, you're probably not going to be strong enough. But if you basically think about locking your arms and using your whole body,
Yeah, okay.
you want to be using your legs and your core to yank that thing out of my hands.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I have, like, the front sight to kind of hold onto, but the goal is that's just going to, like, rip off out of my hand. Because if you just use your arms...
Yeah, you're stronger than me.
Right. But if you use your whole body, I can't hold on to it.
I want to try that one more time, using my body. Okay.
And I guarantee if it's like fight or flight, you're going to be pulling really hard. But if you just use your arms...
Yeah,
it's not going to work, right? There you go. And then what are you going to have to do if that just happened?
Well, I'm going to have to shoot him.
Well, how are you going to do that? So you're probably going to need to rack the slide, right?
Oh, yeah,
Because we've been tugging over, it's probably gone out of battery. You may need to rack that before it'll work. Yeah. That's why having that reflex is good, because then you won't think about it. You'll pull the trigger and nothing will happen, you'll go crap. Boom, right?
Yeah.
Anytime somebody's grabbing your gun, you're probably going to have to do that. But that's a little bit about weapon retention.